Hey, Brookview Tigers. It is our last time together this holiday season before we go out for our holiday break. So this is the last time I'm going to be seeing you until the year 2021. Hopefully 2021 will be the best year ever. I'm very excited and very hopeful about the new year. I always make all kinds of goals and things I want to do and accomplish that year. So I'm looking forward to starting again and making new goals and getting things done for the new year. So I do want to end reading a couple stories with you. The first one is just fun. It's called Click Clack Ho 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 by Doreen Cannon. It's just kind of a cute, fun book. Snow is falling. Lights twinkle. A few creatures are stirring. It is Christmas Eve on the farm. Looks fun, doesn't it? Doesn't look like Florida at all. There's a jingle in the air. Farmer Brown stops to listen. Santa's on his way. You see he's hanging up his stockings for all the animals on the farm. Got your cows, sheep, pigs. Duck's getting ready too. The duck is climbing up onto the roof so he can spot Santa coming on his way. There's a swooshing up above. Farmer Brown runs to the window. Santa's getting closer. Duck's getting prepared, getting up to that roof so he can take a look out. There's a pitter-patter on the roof. Farmer Brown hurries off to bed. Santa's almost here. I have to go to bed. I have to be asleep. There's Duck up on the chimney. Who does he spot? It's Santa! Ho, ho! Uh-oh. Duck is stuck. That old duck fell over backwards. He was probably so excited to see Santa. Fell over into the chimney, and now he's stuck. The sheep go up to unstuck Duck. Ho, ho, uh-oh. The sheep are stuck. The cows go up to unstuck Duck. Ho, ho, uh-oh. Now the cows are stuck. The pigs go up to unstuck Duck. Ho, ho, uh-oh. Now the pigs are stuck. Santa's on his way, getting closer. So they all go up to unstuck Duck. You got the dog and the cat, the goats, the chickens, even the mice. They're all going up to get Duck out of that chimney. Ho, ho, everyone is stuck. Now look at Santa. He's like, now what am I going to do? He can't get down that chimney. Ho, ho. Oh, no. What do you think happens? You think Santa's going to get stuck? All the animals did. Oh, no. Don't be silly. Santa would never get stuck. Down the chimney he goes. But what do you think happened to all the animals that were stuck? You guessed it. They all fell down with a crash in the house. Look at all that dust from the chimney, too. There's Santa. They all made it. Now, all around the tree, with the light's warm glow, all the creatures are stirring. Ho, ho, ho. Now they're all in the house. Had a very Merry Christmas. And there he goes. Okay, so that's just a funny story to share. But what I want to share with you today Another story, it's actually a very old story. It's an old poem, Christmas poem called "Twas the Night Before Christmas." Now, it is a tradition in my family, and that's really kind of what holidays are about. Traditions. A tradition is something that people do over and over again throughout their family, like something your mom did or your grandparents did and their grandparents, or something that's happened in maybe your family or your culture, your heritage, something that you do over and over and over again, the same time of year or every day or something like that. That's really what these holidays are about, are your traditions. And everybody has something different. Everybody celebrates differently. They do different things in their homes. They might go to different churches. Some people may celebrate Christmas. Some people may celebrate Hanukkah. Some people may celebrate a different kind of holiday. It's their tradition. Well, in my family, when I was a little girl, probably your age, I can remember on Christmas Eve, my family, my dad, my mom, my sisters, and I would go to my grandma's house. And it was our tradition that we would make cookies, and grandma would let us decorate the cookies. And if I can remember right, they were the most beautiful things in the whole world. But I'm sure they were quite a mess because there was icing and glitter and sprinkles everywhere. And she would read us the poem, "Twas the Night Before Christmas," and she would let us open up one present, and that was on Christmas Eve. And now that I'm older and I have my own family, even though my son is much older, he's in high school now. When he was little, I would do the same thing. We would read the story, "Twas the Night Before Christmas," and we make Christmas cookies and open a present. Now, I don't read the story to him anymore, but we do still every Christmas Eve. Together we make Christmas cookies, and we open up one present. So that's a tradition that we have in our house that I'm still doing. And so even though my son, like I said, is older, I don't read the story. I am going to read it to you. And I read the poem or the story to my students every Christmas. It's my last story that I read before we leave for the holidays. It's actually a very, very old poem called "'Twas the Night Before Christmas." This is written by Jan Brett, who also wrote the story "Animal Christmas" that we heard a few weeks ago. Now, she did not write the words. She was not the author of this story. This is, like I said, a very old poem, but she did illustrate the pictures. So as a tradition, I would like to read this to you as our last holiday story together, because it was, like I said, something that I did when I was a little girl, and I did when my son was a little boy, and I'd like to continue to have that tradition with you guys. So here it is, and this book is very special to me because I had the honor to meet Jan Brett, the author, a few years ago, and I had this book with me, and she signed it for me. There's her signature. So this is a very special book for me for many reasons, because it brings back lots of memories for me, the story, but it's also a special book that was signed by the author. So here it is. It's called "'Twas the Night Before Christmas." "'Twas the night before Christmas, and all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. The stockings were hung by the chimney with care, in hopes that St. Nicholas soon would be there. The children were nestled all snug in their beds, while visions of sugar plums danced in their heads. That means they went to bed, it was Christmas Eve, and they were dreaming about all their Christmas treats, their sugar plums. And Mama in her kerchief and I in my cap just settled down for a long winter's nap. Means everyone has gone to sleep on Christmas Eve. When out on the lawn there arose such a clatter, I sprang from my bed to see what was the matter. Away to the window I flew like a flash, and opened up those shutters, and I threw up the sash. The moon on the new fallen snow gave a luster of midday to objects below. That means the moon was so bright that night, when he looked out his window, it looked like daytime, and he could see everything out on the snow. To what do my wondering eyes should appear but a miniature sleigh and 8 tiny reindeer, and a little old driver so lively and quick, I knew in a moment that must be Saint Nick. More rapid than eagles, his reindeer they came, and he whistled and he shouted and he called them by name. Now Dasher, now Dancer, now Prancer and Vixen, on Comet, on Cupid, on Donner and Blitzen. Now this story is so old it was written even before Rudolph. So Rudolph's not in the story. To the top of the porch, to the top of the wall, now dash away, dash away, dash away all. As the leaves that before the wild hurricanes fly, when they meet with an obstacle, they mount to the sky. So up to the housetop, the reindeer they flew, with a sleigh full of toys, and St. Nicholas too. And then in a twinkling I heard on the roof the prancing and pawing of each little hoof. As I drew in my head and was turning around, down the chimney, St. Nicholas came with a bound. There he is. He was dressed in all fur from his head to his foot, and his clothes were all tarnished with ashes and soot. A bundle of toys he had flung on his back, and he looked like a peddler just opening his sack. So there he is. His eyes, how they twinkle, his dimples, how merry, and his cheeks were like roses, and his nose was like a cherry. His droll little mouth was drawn up like a bow, and the beard on his chin was as white as the snow. There he is. He's eating his cookies. And the stump of a pipe he held in his teeth, and the smoke, it encircled his head like a wreath. He had a broad face and a little round belly, and it shook when he laughed like a bowl full of jelly. He was chubby and plump, a right jolly old elf, and I laughed when I saw him in spite of myself. A wink of an eye and a twist of his head soon gave me to know I had nothing to dread. He spoke not a word, but went straight to his work. He filled all our stockings, and he turned with a jerk. And laying his finger aside of his nose and giving a nod, up the chimney he rose. He sprang to his sleigh and he gave his team a whistle. And away they all flew like the down on a thistle. But I heard him exclaim as he drove out of sight, Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night. 'Twas the night before Christmas. So that's a traditional story. that my grandma would read to me on Christmas Eve. And so it's something I always do. Like I said, with my students, it's the last book that I read of the holiday season. And I hope you enjoy the holidays with your family, whatever that you're doing or however you're celebrating, whatever traditions that you have. I know that this year, I'm really hoping that one of the things, well, what I really want to think about this page. I love looking at this page with the kids when they're dreaming they have sugar plums dance in their head. So they're dreaming of what they want for Christmas. They're thinking of all these wonderful treats that they're going to get. So what I'm hoping, what my wish for this season is to see that I hope I get to see more of my family and friends. There's been a lot of my family I have not been able to see for a while, and I'm hoping that I get to see them, and that is my holiday wish. So what I'd like for you today is on Christmas Eve or whatever holiday that you're celebrating, what is something that you're going to be dreaming about? Are you going to have sugar plums dancing in your head like the kids in the story are? What is it you're wishing for and you're hoping for this holiday season? If you'd like to draw me a picture and write about it. And maybe you can even talk about a tradition that you have in your family. Like I said, we would read the story and make cookies on Christmas Eve to leave out for Santa. What is a tradition that you do in your family as well? You can draw a picture and write about that if you have time. I also have this amazing website that only comes out this time of year. Now, where does Santa Claus live? He lives in the North Pole. So this website only comes out this time of year. It has to do with the North Pole. So when you get on it, there's all kinds of activities like an elf workshop, the reindeer barn, Santa's workshop, all kinds of different things that you can do, activities that you can play, games that you can participate in. So I'm going to put that North Pole website up so you can see what's happening at the North Pole and play some games and do some fun activities. So I hope you guys have a great holiday. Make some traditions, and maybe you get to do some traditional things with your family and celebrate the way that you and your family celebrate. And I will see you guys in 2021. It's going to be a great year, and I will see you guys soon. Happy holidays. Bye.